She's got a #1 with both her debut single and her album, and now she's got a brand new single out, The Boy Who Murdered Love. Please welcome Diana Vickers. So lovely to have you here after what has been an incredible time for you.
Yeah.
You're just about breaking every record going.
I know, I'm just having a ball. I'm just in a bit of a whirlwind at the moment and just having so much fun, but working very hard.
Says quickly.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard work.
Is it? What, being a #1 pop star?
Yeah,
Is it
well,
tough?
you'd think it was all glamorous.
Is it like working
but...
long hours on the NHS?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
I
It's a
give you that.
ball. And this is, I mean, this is everything you ever wanted. And I guess when you left the show, did you think, oh, I've blown it, that's my chance, gone?
I did for like a small while. I was like really paranoid. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But I always had a little bit of faith in me, always had that little bit of faith. I was like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there. And when I got signed, I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible.
And you were signed by the lovely Craig Logan.
I know, yeah.
Formerly of Bros, who now runs the label that you're signed to.
Yes.
He obviously saw great potential in you.
He did. Like, we sat down for a meeting and it was like 5 minutes and we're like, so do you want to do this? I was like, OK. And I remember I left the meeting and I didn't even know if I was signed or not because I didn't really understand because I was like, I didn't sign any papers. Like, am I signed? Am I not? And I remember I was just like, this is amazing. And I was in the studio like a week later and I was like, I was just having the time of my life, honestly. Best
Did you celebrate, though, when you got that? I mean, you kind of knew that you...
Yeah, I kind of got signed and my managers took me to a cafe and were like, oh, let's get some cake. I was like, why are we celebrating? I'm not really sure. But then I was right, I was signed. It was great. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Go and spend up big time on that advance, I hope. Did you go and treat yourself?
I have treated myself. Yeah, I just had loads of parties.
Good for you.
Yeah, I had like 2 up north.
That's the way
and
to
I was
do
like,
it.
Yeah, I did. I was like, for like 2 months, I was carrying on like, I can treat myself.
Well, you're 18, you're #1 in the album and the singles charts. I mean, it really is fairy tale stuff. And you've got the new single out, it's The Boy Who Murdered Love.
Yes.
Is this about any one boy in particular?
It's no one in particular. It's a few boys, you know, in a relationship. And, like, love is such an amazing, beautiful thing. And it's birds singing to you every day that you wake up.
Sometimes, darling.
Yeah, sometimes. and then they break your heart and you're just like, ugh, I'm never going to fall in love ever again. I just hate it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you meet someone else and you're like, oh.
And have you had a lot to do with the composing of these songs, then?
I wrote The Boy Who Murdered Love with Chris Braid. Yeah, I wrote, like, the majority of it and, co-wrote. And, yeah, I had just so much fun doing it. I've already started working on my second album as well in the studio, so I'm having
And you've had
fun.
great critical acclaim for the album. So congratulations for that. And obviously...
Songs from the Tainted Cherry Tree.
That's a lovely title.
It?
I love your
It's very
title.
pretty.
Boy Who Murdered Love and Songs from the Tainted Cherry Tree.
Yeah.
Well,
that's poetry.
Obviously, you had the experienced and very guiding hand of Cheryl Cole, Tweedy, as we shall now call her. Who's very poorly at the moment. Have you sustained contact? Have you kept in touch with her?
I've sent her a little card and I saw her about like 4 weeks ago at the Glamour Awards and it was so lovely to see her. But you know, she's so poorly and I just hope she gets better.
But was she able to teach you a lot? Certainly stuff that maybe is becoming more apparent to you now that you are living the life of a #1 star.
Yeah, she is. She's just so grounded. She was always like, stick with who you know, and she's just like as tough as our boots. And she was like, she's just so strong, and about nerves and about trying to shake them all off. Like she's just so wise and just so lovely.
And you've been touring, haven't you, now?
Yeah, I have.
That sounds fun.
I did like a small tour by myself, which was really, really great. I just love it. I've got my band behind me. We just have like loads of fun, and took my little trumpet, and I've been supporting JLS, which is amazing, and the crowd's just like crazy. It's like I like wear like earmuffs. It's like because like it's just the crazy. I do again. It's so good just being back on the road with the JLS boys and things like that. I love it.
Well, you're going to go and perform for us now, so go and get yourself ready.
Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, for now, Diana Vickers.
Thanks very much.